come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? My boy, Ted. He was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks.
The White Glove Society. The White Glove Society is an elite group within the game Fallout New Vegas, which takes place in a post-apocalyptic environment where various factions with various ideologies reside. At the center of this world there is the New Vegas Strip, a place of abundance, wealth, and home of the elite. The major players in the Strip are three factions: the Omertas, the Chairman, and the White Glove Society, which are all under the control of Mr. House, who is essentially a man kept alive by machines for hundreds of years. Mr. House is able to control the Strip with his army of well-armed robots called Securitrons. We can therefore see a pyramidal hierarchical structure which has at its center a man who can potentially live forever and wants to establish a new world order in the wasteland with his machine police state.
To enforce, one must have force, a position of strength. And so I recruited the three families. Vegas belongs to me because I mustered enough strength to bring the NCR to the bargaining table. They recognized my sovereignty over the Vegas Strip.
Amongst these three elite factions, there's the White Glove Society, a group which is very similar to, for example, the elitist masked secret society in the movie Eyes Wide Shut. Watch ODD Reality's video where he talks about the connections and the varieties of these masked societies. I want to add the White Glove Society to that list because they do share the same kind of features.
It must be horrible to live in places without luxury.
That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. A couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones.
I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about.
Those are all members of the White Glove Society. Our founder Marjorie gave us all a dress code. There's only one rule to it. In her words, we must dress in such a way that no one can be said to have dressed better than us. As for the masks, I'm not allowed to tell you. We're sworn to secrecy. Actually, that's not true. That's just what we're supposed to say. I think Marjorie likes them for the mystery they create, and the way they make it clear that we're different from everyone else. But you didn't hear that from me.
Besides the fact that they are powerful, they also consider themselves superior to everyone else and let only the most prestigious people join their ranks, such as celebrities and philanthropists. However, they receive only the title of honorary member, which is lower in status. It is only there so it makes people wanting to be them even more, according to Marjorie, co-founder of the society. On top of this, to separate themselves even more from the normal people, they also have a tradition in eating human flesh, as it is clearly explained during the quest Beyond the Beef. Initially, when you meet them, Marjorie has ceased this practice amongst the group.
We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it. Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us.
But Mortimer, a high-ranking member in the organization, has a different opinion.
Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner, but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father. Yes, the wrong person. We scouted the right one for weeks. The heir to a mercantile empire, sort of a black sheep. He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to disappear. Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed, and as he escaped, he saw their faces. Now he's wary. I asked for a last-minute replacement, and they stole the son of the most dangerous Brahmin baron in New Vegas while he stayed at this very hotel. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be. And I still need somebody reputable to serve for dinner. Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people, but I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way. I need a replacement, and I need the boy taken care of. The replacement must be healthy and well-bred. One can't very well make steak from gristle. With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice, Carlisle St. Clair. He lives in a shack north of here. For freshness, we need him alive. If you could send him here or knock him out with this and drag him into the dumpster next to his house, we can do the rest.
Keep your distance. Who are you and what do you want?
If you follow Mortimer's path during the quest, you will soon find out that they were all happy to become cannibals once again. After you have helped Mortimer acquire a person to be sacrificed, he will assure you that you have a higher standing in society.
Just as I asked. What a magnificent relief. By now, barring any more bungling, my underlings should have him on his way here. You have done very well in keeping this business low-key. I appreciate your discretion. I'll be sure to drop your name during our functions. I hope you understand what a tremendous boon this will be to your standing in society. Ah, you're back. You're always a welcome guest here. I certainly did. Philippe created an extraordinary amuse-bouche from the flesh of the late Mr. St. Clair. Everyone at the banquet loved it. I told them what it was and the room was quiet for a moment, but then we all had a hearty laugh. Now that it's been accepted, it will become a regular course for us. It's a new and exciting frontier for our chef. I've never seen him so cheerful. Oh, I very much doubt that. What fun would it be if everyone could have it? Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if our chef used it here and there as a secret ingredient to make his dishes really come alive. Indeed.
Why, it's splendid. Simply to die for. Mortimer told me about you, you know. What a pair of mischief makers you two are. But the new entrees are fresh and bold, and I have the two of you to thank for it.
I really think that this White Glove Society is inspired from the real world, where such societies do exist. Look at #Pizzagate or read the 13 Bloodlines of the Illuminati. In fact, this 2010 game describes the phenomenon so well that I actually think that the developers could have ties with such groups or want to expose them, similarly to how Stanley Kubrick did and died mysteriously just before the release of his movie Eyes Wide Shut. Bethesda, which are the makers of the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games, seem to know a lot about every aspect of society, from politics to psychology, from history to occult teachings. What boggles me is how can they create such a detailed, refined lore with very in-depth characters, factions, ideology, etc., and yet not be able to have a refined and well-detailed game engine. The game mechanics are mediocre and simply filled with AI glitches. Is Bethesda focusing more on the in-depth messages than on the gameplay? What messages and for whom?
What in the Sam hell? Eat me? What kind of sick bastards would eat a person?
To be honest, I can't really answer that. What I can do is look at the symbols and meanings, synchronize them with what is happening in reality, and add my parts and contribution in solving this world conspiracy puzzle. I personally incline to think, even if I'm a passionate gamer, that this is an instrument of propaganda for the elite. We are playing their game, their story, and their philosophy. Thanks for watching the video.
Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business with Heg Gunderson long as they live. Hell, I'll put me together a damn blockade. Hit 'em where it hurts. They control the food? Well, there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody in this whole damn town. It's a goddamn monument to inhumanity. Let 'em starve. Biggest favor anyone's ever done this hellhole. The heck I don't. It's their support that gives these bastards power. They all ought to suffer for what they done. I just won't be satisfied with anything less. Wouldn't be enough. My mind's made up on this. I'm cutting off the food supply to the Strip. They gotta learn their lesson the hard way, looks like. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
May there be a hell for you. A Tartarus bleak